I hadn't been able to participate. I got waylaid on a host of other things, but I did stay up last night and read some of the testimony and the staff report. It was absolutely appalling to see what took place in some of these instances. And it also, to me, is disgraceful that the federal government could be a partner into the abuse of women and employees and others and let them be subject to this type of activity. I just was stunned at what's going on. When we came into the majority in 1995, I was the first Republican chairman of civil service in 40 years, and I got to look at the civil service system. And you want a civil service system, and it was created to protect employees from political interference, but it wasn't created to protect them when they abuse their fellow employees, violate laws, protocols, rules. And that's what I read page after page. It's just stunning. And then I saw the movement of people from within the agency, from department to department. The one case, and I'm sure it's been relayed here, where you get promoted after you commit sexual acts that no one would tolerate in any other form of employment. Okay, sat here, I've sat through IRS, I've sat through, I never remember, or never forget the head of Secret Service. She came to me after she was brought in, Julia, she went to the University of Central Florida, was a police officer, eminently qualified, first female Secret Service director. And after she was there for a while, she came in and she says, "This is almost impossible to control. I need assistance to determine, well, to be able to hire and fire poor performers." And that's what whether it's Secret Service, whether it's IRS, whether it's GSA, FBI, other agencies, we have, and some of them are exempt. There's exempt and non-exempt. Mr. Reynolds, are your hands tied?
Congressman, thank you for bringing this up. It is a complex system that you know
It's
better
very
than anybody.
complex. It's very difficult for you to navigate, and
Yes.
it can take a long time to get rid of these people.
I don't want to cop out by saying it's the process, right?
Well, I'm not copping out either, but I'm telling you, it's the process. We've set up a system where nobody gets fired. And when you do egregious things, you don't get fired. It's easier to transfer them around, and we've seen examples. I read it last night, and it didn't let me sleep well last night.
There is a GAO report that says it takes us 6 months to a year to terminate people at times.
And that would be a speedy termination. And the alternative is actually that they're moving people into other positions. And then what kind of message does it send when they actually get elevated? One of the most troublesome cases was getting elevated to one of the highest positions, and everybody knew what was going on. It's disgraceful. Well, I think that the way to cure this is, again, we want to protect. We want to protect people. We have thousands and thousands of wonderful employees in the federal government. You got them in the Park Service. I've seen them. They stay there late. They work extra time. They neglect sometimes their family, but they serve the public. They're public servants. Got a few rotten apples in the barrel, and they're staying in the barrel. And to me, it's disgraceful that we haven't fixed the system that allows you to do your duty to clear the deck of people who need to be fired, removed, and held accountable. Would you agree with that?
I agree. we
Okay.
need to move as fast as we can.
Well, again, Madam Chairman, thank you for holding this hearing. This is an important hearing. This is to the core of the problem we have across the spectrum of the federal government. I thank you and yield back the balance of my time.